Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here with my guy Chris Ruffolo, continuing to cook up this WNBA action, man. We got 3 games on the card today, and y'all know the drill, man. Finna cook it up and get y'all, ladies and gentlemen, in and out of here, man. Money making Friday, one of my favorite days of the week. Ruffalo, what's happening, my man?
Yeah, money making Friday as we head into the MLB All Star break. But like you said, there's still action on the hardwood to break down. And it's going to be one of those things that's going to keep us busy during that MLB All Star break as well. So I'm excited to chop it up, still ready to make some money and crash the boards with you.
Yes, sir. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's do exactly that. Let's hop right into tonight's WNBA action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first game up, we got the Indiana Fever at home at the crib as home underdogs. Mercury, 2.5 point road favorites. Ruffalo, what you thinking here to start off today?
In this one, I was going back and forth on it because the Fever always seem to have a hype environment at home, but their defense continues to be problematic. And, the Mercury on the other side, missing Diana Taurasi again for this game. So going back and forth on it. I think I got to go with what I just feel is all reliable with a matchup like this. I'm going to go with the over 175. The thing is like I said, the Fever still arguably the worst defensive unit in the WNBA. I think this is a game that if you're betting same game parlays, if you like player props, you're going to want to bet a lot of scoring overs here. Brittany Griner, Clea Copper, um, Caitlin Clark's been on a mission as of late as well. So for me, I think this is going to be a high scoring, entertaining back and forth matchup up and down the floor. I think we get closer to 180 when all is said and done. So I'm going to go with the over 175. It's a high total, but I think it's high for a reason.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going with the Fever, and I'm gonna take them straight up on the money line and attack the plus money. We've already seen the Fever beat the Mercury once this season in their only meeting that they matched up. That game was in Phoenix. Final score was 88-82 in that game. You already hit the nail on the head. The Mercury are still without Tarazi. The Mercury have won 3 straight, but it's been against, the bottom tier of the WNBA, the Sparks, the Wings. Um, the Fever, man, we've seen them step up and play some really decent basketball in spots. Just beat the Liberty at home. Um, you know what I mean? They've been playing some of the best teams fairly tough. They were disappointing in losing to the Mystics in that last one, but I think this is a very winnable game for the Fever, especially with the Mercury banged up. I'm gonna have to attack the plus money in a very winnable spot, in my opinion, for Indiana. Next game up, we got the Las Vegas Aces out on the road facing the Atlanta Dream. Dream, 14.5 point home dogs in this one. Probably my least favorite game on the entire card. I don't usually like laying huge numbers with the Aces. They're hit or miss. Yes, they are probably one of the top two, or if not still the best team in the WNBA, but everybody knows that. And because of that, a lot of times they're overrated and overvalued, laying huge, huge numbers. And, tonight they are head and shoulders the better basketball team. This line is high. They've been on a tear recently, winning a ton of games. The Dream kind of free falling right now. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from the Dream. We've seen the Dream definitely be beat up in a couple of these most recent games. They do return home here, but I think this is just a different class of team for the Dream, man. I think the Aces are just that much better. I usually don't like laying this many points, but tonight I think it's warranted. Give me the Aces laying this many points. Flo, what you think?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. We're starting to see the Aces turn into the Aces. They were, sluggish early on this season, kind of came out of the gate slow, but realistically, we know what this team is. They're still, like you said, one of, if not the best team in the WNBA. They got Asia Wilson, they've got Kelsey Plum, you know, they've got just a loaded lineup from top to bottom, and I don't see anyone inside scoring with Asia Wilson. I don't see anybody stopping Asia Wilson on the glass. And this is a game where you're going to miss Ryan Howard because if you're the Dream and you fall behind, Ryan Howard's your 3 point offense, and since she's been out, it's fallen off a cliff for Atlanta. So I think this is one of those games where the Aces just methodically pull away wire to wire and cover this big line in the end. So I'm with you laying the big number with the aces.
And in our last and final game of the night, man, we have the Seattle Storm at home at the crib. It's sizable favorites, laying 6.5 on the Minnesota Lynx. Ruffolo, what you thinking here?
Yeah, I like this number when it was opening around 4.5, 5. I'll still play it, but I don't love it as much. I'll go with the Storm in this one. I keep saying it. Even though the Lynx have been able to pick up a couple wins here and there, you can get by against some of the lesser teams in the WNBA when you don't have Nafisa Collier. But, you know, when you're playing a team like the Storm in a triple revenge spot at home, I think that this is a spot where the Lynx are really going to miss Collier. You got to remember, Nafisa Collier was averaging a double-double per game when she played all three of the prior meetings against the Storm this season for the Lynx. Like I think she had 29 and 19 in one, or 29 and 14 in one game. You know, 19 and 11. She was averaging a double-double a game. Like she was crushing it. And to take that out of the lineup, I think is just a big, big subtraction for the Lynx. The Lynx are still arguably the best defensive team in the WNBA. They defend the perimeter well, but the thing is, the Storm can hurt you all over the floor, not just on the perimeter. They can score inside as well. And I think the Storm at home are just a different animal. I'm taking the Storm in this one, laying the points.
Hey, short, sweet, simple. I say it all the time. The Storm are a different team, monster animal at home at the crib. This is what eighth straight home game. Coming off a loss, so this is a bounce back game at home that also happens to be a revenge game. Oh man, y'all know it's one of my favorite spots in hoops, man. So there's a reason they're this sizable favorites over a team that's beaten them three straight times, especially as dominantly as the Lynx beat them in that last one. I have to lay the points here with the Storm at home at the crib. And that's going to conclude this episode of the WNBA Layup Session. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. Money Making Friday. You can scoop up my best bets over at Pickdawgz Premium. I have baseball over there, of course. And I have one play in the WNBA here in the dog days of summer. Ruffalo, what you got going on, my man?
Yeah, just baseball for me today. Trying to be very, very selective and really love the WNBA plays I'm giving out. It's nothing for me today, but I'll have something as we get into those non-baseball days coming up. But yeah, great time to jump on a long-term pass. Got a lot of baseball today, and you're gonna get access to every play that we make at Pick Dawgz. And Christmas in July just around the corner as well. So make sure that you check those out.
Appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Money Making Friday. See y'all soon. We're out of here. Peace.